Good afternoon. I thought I would come out and do a quick garden tour. I've already been out earlier this afternoon, and I had to go in because it was extremely hot. We are getting into the 90s, and we just kind of did a small graduation party for my son yesterday, who just graduated from high school, and he's doing Running Start as well, so he just finished up. He has one more quarter to get his AA. So we did that, and so we've been cleaning up, but I wanted to come out here because it's getting later in the evening and everything is really nice and beautiful. So I wanted to show you what was happening in the vegetable garden and give you a progress update. All right. Look at our trumpet vines. They are almost to the top of the pergola, or the arbor. They are getting super big. They look really good this year. So I can't wait till they can get to the top. But, so here's our progress in the garden. We've got quite a bit going on, and we've made some progress. While other progress has slowed to a halt. We had a problem with our little tractor, and so we've ordered some parts, and it won't be here until later this week. So let's just go. We'll take a peek over here really quick. So this is basically, we got to here, and now we've kind of come to a halt. We can't, I guess we could hand scoop the dirt, but that is a lot of work and very time consuming. So I think he has another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more beds to build. While the progress isn't nearly as fast as we wanted, you win some, you lose some. So let's just take a look and see what's going on out here in the garden. So our tomatoes are really starting to come along. I have not got these ones trellised up yet, but we are definitely moving in the right direction. Got lots of blooms, and some actual tomatoes on the vine. So I think I seen one out here earlier today when I was watering. Oh, look at these. So we've got, this is an early girl, so it's going to be our first tomato we're probably going to get. But in this bed of tomatoes, this is just kind of a variety of more unique tomatoes. So like this is a Brandywine. There's some Purple Russian, just different types of tomatoes. So I've got my nasturtium seeds are all coming up, and they're looking good. And then back here in this bed, that is cinnamon basil. And let's see, we're gonna go down this way. More nasturtium. We put our irrigation in, and our level on our beds sank about 4 inches. So while the soil level is lower than it was before, we're just gonna have to go with it and then add more soil next year. More nasturtium, tomato, sweet Genovese basil, and then there's another cinnamon basil. These are zinnias, and then more nasturtium, more tomato plants, and I do not have these ones staked yet, so we've got to get our trellis in here, which is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. I'm trying to decide if I want to do posts and then do like a Florida weave, or if I should just go ahead and put the cattle panel up. More zinnias, and then we have some of the miniature dwarf sunflowers. So I'm really excited to see these. I've never grown these before. So here in the middle, basically this is just flowers, but we have some more nasturtium. This is a mahogany splendor hibiscus, 2 of them that I started from seed. This is a black-eyed Susan vine, which is starting to take off. Our coleus that we took cuttings of. A zinnia that we planted from seed. And then I can't remember what this is. I'm gonna have to look. Another mahogany splendor hibiscus. It's probably gonna fill this whole bed in, but I think it'll look really pretty once it gets a little bit bigger. Back here in this bed, this is our other long bed, and we did get the trellis up in this one. I do have to come back and tie some of my tomato plants up still, but same thing over here. This is sweet Genovese basil, and I did come and prune this one today because it was starting to go to seed. I can't remember what this is, so I'm trying to decide. I put a couple different seeds in here, but I'm almost positive this is holy basil. It smells like basil. So more miniature sunflowers, more nasturtium, and these tomato plants are doing really good. I threw this one out here. I haven't had a chance to plant him yet. Purple basil. But these are looking really good, and there's quite a few blooms on these ones. Most of what's in this bed is beefsteak and Roma and some weeds. I have to come by and weed it. Usually when I'm watering. More purple ruffle basil and more nasturtium. So, and then I have a couple cannas that we started from seed down here. They really took a beating in the wind, but they're starting to come back. So look at that leaf. Just got beat up by the wind. All right, so, and more weeds. But, you know. All right, we're gonna go walk down here and take another look at what's going on the other side of the bed. That's my pile of cardboard so that I can put the mulch. So hopefully once we get the tractor back, I can get that laid and get the mulch put down with just like this. I know I'm gonna have to mulch the pathways myself, but that's okay. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on over here. So same thing over here. We have some miniature sunflowers, and then this bed is cherry tomatoes. So at the beginning of the bed, got a couple. We got one right there. How cute! And it's not staked up yet either. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. More basil, nasturtium, and that's one of those nasturtiums that I winter sowed in the milk jugs, so it's nice and big. And these ones I just threw in here the other day, so they're looking a little sad. But they'll come back. It was like the last tray of my tomatoes, so I was just trying to get them put in the ground. All right. These are hyacinth beans, and I'm gonna get a trellis in here, and hopefully they'll run up over the top of the trellis. I want a trellis from here in an arch to that side. Over here we've got these, all 3 of these are zucchini. And then our lettuce is starting to go to seed and bolt. Here's our spinach. It's bolting already, but we've been eating a ton out of here. Some of it looks really good. The peas, I've been eating these peas every time I come out here. These sugar snap peas, so good. And I've been giving this lettuce that's bolting to the chickens. But it's doing good. And then like I cut this, so this head off, and it's already coming back. Same with this one over here. So we'll eat them. And then like this one, I did just cut this one off. You guys can see that the other day, and it's already has a new shoot. So, but it is starting to bolt and get hot, so I don't know how long we'll have lettuce for, but working on it. The green onions are looking good. Same over here. This is the same as that bed. It's all lettuce, but I've thinned some of it out already. And then 2 zucchini down here. Green onions. Here back in the corner, we've had to do a little improvising. We put 2 rows of watermelon back here because we weren't sure if we were going to get them in the ground soon enough, and we wanted to make sure that we were going to have some melons. So those look really good. Nothing in the strawberry beds yet. This bed right over here, this has 3 blackberries, thornless blackberries in them. And I got those from Stark's Nursery online. I'll take you back here, and I want to show you, we do have to do a trellis for this one, and we haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do yet, but I think I got a little time. 2 beds that still aren't finished, got to fill those up. But we do have some lilies blooming, so look at my lily patch. How beautiful are these? Look at this. Is that not the prettiest thing ever? Anyways, I really need to come out here and pick myself a bouquet. They're just gorgeous. I love them all. And look at all the bees. These ones are, they're very pretty. And they're probably like, I'm gonna say, they have to be like 4 feet tall. They're just tall. Look at these, so gorgeous. I love it. This patch right over here, the rest of this row to the end is all stargazers. Except for, we have 3 rogue lilies. These 2 that came in the box of stargazers, and then this one. It's not a stargazer, but they're still very, very pretty. All right, so let's go back here and we'll look. So I'm going to give you a little perspective. We're on the far corner up by the arch. So and then this is the other side of the strawberry. This is where I'm going to put my strawberries, in these 2 long beds. Okay, so next, the corn is coming up so good. So in the corn, we have 4 rows of corn, some ambrosia, some candy corn, peaches and cream, and some double sweet. So, and it's really starting to kick into high gear now that it's warmed up. Over here, we have some sugar baby melons, and they're just starting to come up. Beans, green beans. These are bush beans. Oh, let me get out of that's that row. And then next to it here we have a bed of Ohio sweet onions, I think. Oh no, Utah yellow Spanish onions. And then these are our potatoes. And I believe these are Yukon Golds. They're doing so good. So last year when I planted potatoes in the ground, I had severe pest pressure with potato bugs. So, and I have not seen one potato bug this year above ground. So they just really are looking really good. And what I probably will do here shortly is I'm going to bring over a couple scoops of cow manure and I'll come and top dress these. I was just waiting for, this one's a little slow to start. And then I have a couple over here like this one. I just must have planted them a little bit deeper than the other ones. So the, you know, they're just a little bit further behind. So as soon as I think that everything's pretty much out of the ground, I'm probably going to come and back dress these with cow manure, only because I have a lot of it, and it'll be composted cow manure. This is my one of my herb beds. So that variegated sage is looking good. The artichoke's coming back that we transplanted from the chicken coop, and parsley. That is some thyme. And then I have I threw a bunch of cilantro seeds in here, and they're starting to come up. Looks pretty good. Another herb bed, some more parsley, which is doing really good. More cilantro, more basil, more thyme. I believe this is oregano. Yes, oregano. Everything smells so good. I love to just smell the herbs. Oh, and the parsley, and then more cilantro coming up here. So, more potatoes. Another bed of potatoes. But like these ones, see, they're just, you got these ones that are huge, and then you got these tiny ones coming out. But still, I'm just really happy that I don't have potato bugs yet. So, those are looking really good. Next bed here is our sweet potatoes, and they're just really starting to take off. They looked so sad. I really didn't think that they were going to live. Look at, you can kind of get a look at them. This is what, I mean, they like had dried up and they were looking just like dead. And then all of a sudden shoots started coming out. I've never grown sweet potatoes before, so this is a very interesting experiment for me, but I love to eat them, so I'm excited. But these other ones are starting to do really good. Those are good looking. Really starting to take off. But yeah, they look really good. And then these are all, I just threw zinnia seeds all over. Okay. This is a bed of cucumbers. These are munchers. Muncher cucumbers. And they are really starting to take off with the heat too. I came back, I couldn't decide. I can't decide if maybe the birds ate a couple of the seeds or they just didn't germinate. But then I did come back and re-sowed a few more seeds. And some of them are coming up, but I still have several spots where I didn't get any seeds come back. So I don't know. These are all zinnias. More nasturtium. It's so funny. Like this one looks amazing, and then this one is so sad in the corner. But so a bit of hot peppers. So we have jalapenos. There's some poblanos. This is a poblano. This is a serrano. Another poblano. And then this is all cilantro that I threw seeds in and down the side in the hot pepper bed. And then I did plant these. I showed you guys this on, I think, my last tour. The pasilla pepper. And I've never tried this before, but I'm excited to try it. So it says it's supposed to be nice and smoky. So I think it'll make a really nice smoky salsa. Habaneros are looking good. And more cilantro. And then on the end of this bed, I planted carrots. So we have a bunch of baby carrots coming up. And a weed. So it looks good there. This next row is These are Healy's Pride melons, and then the Petite Gris de Rennes. I'm probably butchering that melon. And I've never grown that before, but we're going to give it a shot. So I've got to get these guys a trellis too. Okay, we're going to hop back over here. Still working on this bed. Got part of the dirt in. And some basil that I need to plant. Okay, so this bed has golden midget watermelons and some Tigger melons, and then also on the end down here are some more bush beans. Can never have enough beans, right? This next bed over, more onions. These are Walla Walla sweet onions. And then lettuce. And our lettuce is doing so good. So this is Cherokee Summer Crisp lettuce, and I bought that from Johnny Seed. It's doing really, really good. And it's delicious, and you can see where I have taken off some of the heads and ate them for dinner. So that's where the holes are missing. So the last one, down here, I believe this is, I'm going to smell it because I think that's holy basil too. I've never grown it before. I'm excited. Then this is our sweet pepper bed. We have more holy basil, nasturtium, miniature sunflowers, and then these are all different types of sweet peppers. So these are bell peppers. This is a shishito pepper. Let's see, what else do we got? This is a giant green pepper. More green peppers. There's a purple pepper, and then I stuck these fire away ones that I started from Improvement Winter Seeds. I think they're going to be spicy, but I think they're a little bit less spicy than a jalapeno, so they're in the wrong bed, but you know, you do what you do. And then on the end here I have 2 zucchinis. I think this one is an 8-ball, and this one is just a regular green zucchini. There's 2 of them in there. And then I threw a petunia in here that looked like it was going to die, so we'll see if we can get it to live. But basically that's it for our garden so far. I think it's turning out really beautiful, and I'm very happy to have most of my irrigation in. Well, I hope you enjoyed my tour of the vegetable garden tonight. It's coming along. It's a work in process. Obviously, it's not going as it's not going as fast as I want it to, but that's okay. I'm having a hard time getting all the beds planted anyway, so we're working on it though. So hopefully next tour we'll be harvesting some things. I have been harvesting a lot of lettuce, but hopefully we'll be getting some tomatoes. I'm very excited for the first tomato. So I hope everybody's staying cool and having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much.